Hey guys, Ryan with Rigs with Death Metal. Today we're going to be checking out a Kemper pack, one that you will be able to purchase from me directly. We'll go into the details about all that later, but basically just contact me directly via Instagram or Facebook, and we can arrange the whole thing. But figured you would want to hear what it is that you would be purchasing. So let's just take a look here in my Kemper editor, which, as you can see here, no processing or anything like that. Everything you're going to be hearing is just my voice and the guitar. So, let's see. Got a good few of them here. All the ones with the star here, the favorited ones, that's everything that you'd be getting. Everything is pretty much based off of either a Revision G triple rectifier with various boosts, or a PV 5150 block letter with different pedals. But we've also got a Revision F dual rectifier with a metal zone boosting it, kind of a la, Cannibal Corpse. And then we have a 79 Marshall JMP. I think this might be I think both of these might be slaved out to power amp. First and foremost, Chris Reardon over at Amp Guru Profiles. He created these for me. We just kind of collaborated. We collaborate all the time, discuss awesome tones. He knows what I dig. This is basically him being super generous and made a bunch of profiles for me to tweak, change the settings, add my own cab IRs, add my own dial-in effects that would go with these. So how you hear these are the way I would dial them in, whether for recording or to bypass the cab lock and use them through a real cab in a live situation. And there's a really good variety here going on to fit into whatever your band mix may or may not be, whether you need a, more low mids or a little bit more cutting, a little bit more mid-range, what have you. Everything in this pack should suit whatever your needs may be. And I think we all know, the Marshall tone, the Mesa tone, and the PV tone. But I'm going to let you hear what we've got going on here. First and foremost, this is the Revision F dual rectifier with the metal zone as a boost. Yeah, and just for the sake of brevity, I won't go through each and every single one of these, but kind of give you a taste of each different amp. Let me see. And just so you have an idea, I have a compressor dialed in, which you can, you don't have to use, but personally, I like using compressors for lead parts, especially because I run the noise gate kind of high. And if you look in the post effects, I have two different reverbs, two different delays. The first verb and delay that you see in the chain are going to be for like more ambient stuff, if that's what you're into, whereas the latter here that I'm activating now, a little bit shorter, more for just doing a solo. So Yeah. So with those three, you should be able to get a really, really sick ripping lead tone on any of these. These should be saved all across the board. The cabinet included is my favorite IR made from my trusty, I don't know if you can really see it, but my Marshall Mode 4 cab. It's loaded with Celestion G12K100s, the 100 watt Celestions. Most notably used by Slayer after, like, post 90s. Great sounding cab. So with this, you could run an XLR to front of house. You could use this for recording, and then bypass it, running it into a real cabinet. All right, moving on here. This is the Marshall JMP that's included. It's a little bit warmer, a little bit less gain, but I do have included just a tube screamer here. Very mild settings just to kind of brighten it up and push it a little bit, which, no, you don't need necessarily more gain. I like using overdrives the same way most people do, running into the front end. All you're doing is manipulating the DI going into the front end of the amp. By the way, just for reference, I'm using my LTD EC401, and it's got the James Hetfield EMGs. Yeah, you get the picture with that one. So let me go to one of my favorite block letter profiles, and that's using the Fortin 33 pedal. Hang on a second. Had to play a little bit of a Zayo riff there, because it's definitely very... Yeah, definitely very early 2000s metalcore. Because we don't discriminate against heavy. Yeah. A boosted PV block letter. Exactly what you think it would do. And I'm definitely a Mesa guy. Anybody that watches this channel knows that. I have a hard time deciding which one of these Rev G profiles I like the best. I think I'm inclined to lean towards the one boosted with the Michael Klein Audio Spire. I'll let you hear that real quick. A little sloppy, but it's enough to give you the proper idea here. This one's fun. It's the Maxon ST9 Pro Plus, or it's the Maxon with the bass boost. We turn down my input. Yeah. That is definitely a fun one, but you might have to adjust your settings for that. Let me see. The Rev G mold. Yeah, some of these are super fun. Yeah. But, yeah, pretty much gives you a good little sampling. Like I said, you get the full idea, just different flavors of what you've heard, depending on, you know, what the pedal is in front of the amp. But some of the stuff that I've added in here, between the overdrive compressor and some different time-based effects, have a lot of flexibility. And personally, I've tried a lot of great cab IRs, and I still love my classic Marshall. It's just kind of what I'm used to. Which, you know, if that's not your cup of tea, you can load in your own IR and tweak these even more. That's kind of the fun of digital stuff, is endless tweakability. But I want to thank Chris again for setting this all up for me, basically doing the real legwork here, and then I just got to come in here and tweak and customize it to my heart's content. Okay, so if you are at all interested in purchasing this pack, it will be available through our Big Cartel link, which the link for that will be in the description down below. Just Rigs of Death Metal at Big Cartel. It will be $20 for the pack, so essentially $1 per profile. The pack that you are getting comes with just the same cabinet impulse response for every profile. It's just kind of like my go-to IR that I use. I also will have for sale an IR pack. It will be 16 impulse responses made from my Marshall cab. It's an SM57 in 4 different positions for each one of the 4 speakers to give you a variety of 16 surprisingly different sounding IRs. If you have some kind of IR loader or some other means to blend them, it can you'd be surprised at the varying results that you can get. With that said, thank you again to Chris Reardon for capturing these profiles. Check out Amp Guru. And then also thank you, Jason Baker, for helping create the speaker cabinet impulse responses. Hope you all like it. Hope you check it out. See ya.